YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tony Harvin. I greet everybody upon this evening. You know, we're here to talk about a story that came out not too long ago, recently, about, a teenager who shot and killed two people at an after prom party and whatnot. You know what I mean? My disclaimer is I'm not a pastor, preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church, so please do not lay those titles on me. I'm none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to violate any type of community guidelines. I'm not here to violate any type of copyright infringement and things like that, So what up to Flemings? What up? Flemings, one of the channel moderators, Nicole Martin, and things like that. So we're going to start off with this story, but first and foremost, prom. Prom. I'm pretty sure many of us, except me, I didn't go to prom. Well, many of y'all, went to the prom out there and things like that. We know what goes on at the prom. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put it to a clear-cut point. Listen, I was a teenager at one point. If I was going to the prom, and you know what goes down at the prom, during the ending towards the night of the prom at the end of the day. So me personally, do I agree with the prom? No, I don't. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of spending all that money for one night? You know what I'm saying? He said, I didn't go to the prom. I didn't go to the prom either, And so the story with this teenager, he was 19 years of age and things like that. And we're going to share the screen in a bit. So he killed two teens and wounded four in Mississippi at an after prom party. Not only are these kids, are the parents allowing the kids to go to the prom, but it's an after party, after the prom. You know what I'm saying? What parent, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in my other lives, I'm overprotective. I know what goes down at the proms. You know what I mean? I know what's on a young boy's mind if he happened to want to take one of my daughters to the prom. I already know. You understand that? You could give him the Mike Larry talk. You could give him the Marcus from Bad Boys acting and all that, but that stuff ain't gonna trigger his mind to turn away from what he's looking for in your daughter at the end of the night. So no, honestly, I don't agree with sending my daughter's sons to the prom at all. You understand that? But this story right here, we're gonna check it out right quick. We're gonna share the screen. He says, "Go." He said, "Go ahead." Yeah, listen, I don't agree with the prom. I didn't go to the prom because I got in trouble in school and I got kicked out for a couple of months, and I didn't get the opportunity to go to the prom. You understand that? I had a lot of catching up to do my senior year, so I wasn't really focused on the prom prior to that, being kicked out my junior year back in high school for mischiefs that I did in there. Nothing violent or nothing like that, but let's go to the story at hand. So I'm going to share the screen right quick. Let me know if y'all can see it. So it says two teens killed, 4 wounded during Mississippi after prom party shooting. 2 teens. So imagine parents. Imagine a parent getting a call after they done took pictures. Know how they do it on the internet or outside. Both of them are dressed up nice. Got their nice little tuxedo on. People got their teenage daughters dressing half naked, or they got just see-through clothes on and whatnot, taking pictures, showing off on Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. Imagine that they're having a happy time, what they call it, right? And then later on down the road, you allow your children to go to an after prom. You know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. You understand that? Let's just keep it clear cut. You know what I'm saying? If you have a daughter or if you have a son, right? You know what I mean? What is on his mind? I was a young boy too. What is on his mind? You know what I'm saying? What is on that young girl's mind at the end of the night? Some of them get access to alcohol at that too. So you send them off to the prom and whatnot, and then you allow them to go to an after party prom. You know what I mean? And then you get the call that your child has been shot and killed by somebody at a shooting, which is crazy. What up, Jacqueline? What up, what up, what up? So you get the call, and this is the suspect right here. This is the suspect right here. He looks like a dork, you know what I mean? If you ask me, look like some type of kid who got bullied, beat up, or something like that, and things like that, and decided to take his frustrations out on other people. I'm just being honest. I could be prejudging or whatever, but forgive me. This guy looked like a geek. He looks like a coward, a cornball, and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? He did not take certain things, so now he want to dish it out with the force of violence, which is not the way to go. You understand that? So this is a 19-year-old kid at that. Now, 19 years of age. Now, I was out of high school at the age of 18. You understand? I graduated at the age of 18. Just barely. What I mean is that my birthday was May 16th, so I was 17 on my way to graduating, but then I turned 18 before graduating hit, which was in June 2002. So he says, I definitely hit the like button. Appreciate that. So shout out to everybody who's watching, those who want to catch it on replay. A lot of people catch the lives on replay. I definitely appreciate y'all. For those who come in after hours and whatnot to check out the live videos, and do remember to share the videos if you like. Jacqueline says craziness going on. He says law enforcement needs to be more present in schools. So we're gonna read the story at hand. Let me scroll down a bit. Forgive me for that. All right. They said 2 teens were killed and 4 were injured at a Mississippi after prom party, early Sunday morning. The alleged gunman, Cameron Blaine, 19 years of age, was arrested and initially charged with 6 counts of aggravated assault. Charges were upgraded to homicide after 2 of the shooting victims, a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, died. So now here's though you have a 19-year-old, high school kid or whatever, about to graduate, I think, now his life is being taken away now. Now he's about to spend the rest of his life in prison. Now he took 2 other people's lives at that and injured 4. Now who's to say that one of those 4 people, or if not those other 4 people, will also die also? You just never know. Then his charges will be upgraded to more counts of homicide. So here you have a 19-year-old kid, you understand, and he killed 2 people. He just thought that he was gonna probably go in there, shoot up the place, and thought nothing of it. Shooting somebody and firearms in general is a serious charge. You understand? Listen, your life is gone. Your life is taken away. To if his family happen to catch this, if his friends, or even if he decide to catch this in jail or prison, listen, your life is over with. Listen, it's no more McDonald's, and this goes out to all those people out there, you understand, committing crimes and all this other nonsense and what have you. The only thing I respect if a person get jail time is self-defense, protecting their family. You understand? That's it. But in this instance right here, listen, you ain't gonna have no more access to McDonald's. You can't go outside and take a walk and breeze and stuff like that around your family. All your freedom is gone at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure he's in his jail cell right now, you know what I mean, weeping right now as if he never meant to do it. But guess what? Once them bars close, once them cuffs is on you, and you in that police cruiser in the back of them hard seats and whatnot, that's it for you. You're done. You know what I mean? Your life is over with. That's it. They're going to give you the life. I don't know if they do the death penalty out there in Mississippi and things like that, but his life is over with. Done. Gone. Just because he probably acted out. We're gonna read furthermore to the story. Georgina, you says, what was his motive? What was his motive? if we could catch it in this article. All right. It says, though a thorough investigation, including witnesses and victims' statements, Cameron Bland was identified as a sole shooter. The Bay St. Louis Police Chief Toby said in a statement. Bay St. Louis police officers, this is in Mississippi, responded to a shooting around the Old Blue Meadow Road around 12:30 a.m. So here it is. You have 16-year-olds and teenagers out past 11 p.m. Listen. If my sons are listening, you understand? If you happen to listen, I don't know about that. Not in my house. You understand? Ain't no child going to be hanging out. I don't care if it's the prom. I don't care about none of that stuff. The only time you're going to get a chance to stay out late is if you got football practice, if you got a job in the summer and stuff like that. Cool. But guess who's going to pick you up? One of your parents or responsible adult. But other than that, ain't no hanging out past a certain time. No way. You ain't coming to my house after 12 o'clock a.m. and 11 p.m. That's not happening. I will not allow that. You know what I mean? So if any of my kids happen to listen, they do listen from time to time, it ain't happening at all. Do you understand? At all. Because I don't want to be in my bed catching some Z's after a nice meal or a nice workout. And then here it is, you got a 16-year-old strolling through your house. This is your place you pay rent to. That's not happening. You understand? That is not happening at all. I don't understand why parents allow their kids who don't have any type of responsibility, such as a job, school, or whatever like that, to come in the house after hanging out. You hanging out past a certain, I don't care if it's a Saturday. I don't care if it's a Friday or nothing like that. I don't care about none of that. You understand? I will not allow that at all. And if that happens, guess what? You know what I'm saying? You can get your stuff and you can get out at the end of the day. Not in my house. Or if you not past 18 years of age, guess what? You gonna get the business. And the way mommies beat you, that's how mommies do. The way daddies beat you, you understand? You might be just fighting for your life. You understand that? All right. So we're gonna get furthermore to the story to answer your question at Georgina Flemings. Let me read some more comments. I still got the question in my head, Georgina. Sheila, you said the system may slap him on the hand. In his mind, all he has to do is plead that he's mentally insane. Absolutely, you're right. Because there has been a lot of cases like that, where as though people have committed crimes like this of this caliber, and they know to plead insanity, something's wrong with them mentally, and things like that. Put on a good act in the courtroom. Get some family members to write some letters, some statements. Get a good lawyer, some good money. You know what I mean, and things like that. And guess what? You're right. Send them to the nut house. You know what I'm saying? 5 years in a nut house, and that's it. So you're absolutely right about that. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go to more. What up, Ulysses? What up? What up, military voice? Lady Speed. Fitzgerald. You says going to jail at 19, having all that freedom to walk the streets, eat, see your friends and family gone. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a sad situation that is like this. You know what I mean? He acted upon whatever he was going through, his emotions, his mentals, or the devil influenced him. Of course, now, like I said, I'm pretty sure he's realizing now that guess what? You can't go back to home to mommy and daddy no more. You can't lay in your nice, comfortable bed no more. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn the TV on to YouTube. You can't turn the TV on to watch the game now. You understand? You can't do that no more. You can't wake up 10 p.m. on a Friday night or Saturday night to get you some butter pecan ice cream no more. That's it. No more. That's it. Everything is gone. You know what I'm saying? For this 19-year-old young man. Do I feel sorry for him? No way. I don't feel sorry for none of those type of kids who know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Killing 2 students, injuring 4 with a weapon. Who raised you at the end of the day? Where was this cat? Well, he's an adult. being 19 years of age. What up? What up, Craig? What up? What up? What up? Hope all is well. All right, we're gonna go more to the story to see if he has a motive for this. All right, they said the shooting victims were between the ages of 15 and 18. Cassie Woods, an 18-year-old junior at the high school, past Christian, told the newspaper that he saw the shooter having conversations with people before he opened fire. So there was a witness there that seen this fellow having conversations with people even before the shooting and whatnot. You understand? So it says, me and my girl looked up and saw sparks coming from a gun. Cassie Woods stated. Wow. They didn't say the motive on here, Georgina Flemings. I mean, we might go to more articles just to see, but they said this 19-year-old is being held on $3 million bond. It is not clear if he has entered a plea or retained an attorney to commit on his behalf. So, $3 million is his bond. Now, there's been situations, there's been instance that some dumb rich person or some rich person with money have bailed people like him out of jail. You understand? It's crazy how the system can allow. It should be no bail for this guy. You understand? Because there might be some sick person or some sick rich person say, listen, man, I think this kid is innocent or whatever. Let me go in my bank. I got $3 million because I got $50 million saved up. There ain't nothing. Let me go bail this kid out and let me go make a name for myself. There's people out there like that. You understand? And this kid will be scot-free to walk if somebody was to bail this guy out, for sure. He says, wait, what happened? So some kids was at the prom after a party prom after they left the original prom, because I guess it's prom season or something like that. They went to an after hour spot, after prom and whatnot, went to go hang out, chill. You know how these kids are, probably drink and whatnot. So the 19-year-old kid, I don't even know why a 19-year-old was hanging out at a prom. He should have been college by now. But so he squatted there, he stooped there and started talking to people, but he had a hidden agenda. We don't know his motive. I didn't read it in the article. Maybe it's in other articles and whatnot. But then after talking to the people, he started shooting up the place. He killed 2 people and he injured 4 others. That's what's going on. That just recently happened out there in Mississippi. All right. He said, so did somebody get killed at prom or something? 2 people, Craig Giselle, 2 people. All right. What up, Brittany H? Hello to you too. Craig Giselle says, wow, that man doesn't know what he just did to his life and how he affected so many other people. Absolutely. You affected many families now at the end of the day. Listen, it's no time when you go to court, you crying, talk about you're sorry and all this other stuff. Okay, God can forgive you. All right. Yeah, the people of God can forgive you. But guess what? The prosecutors ain't going to forgive you because they ain't church people. A lot of them are not into God like that. Because I know somebody's going to come in here like, oh, he could be forgiven. Paul was a murderer and all that other stuff. You know how these so-called over-righteous Christians be. Paul was a murderer. He could be forgiven. Yes, he could be forgiven. Right. You're right. You understand? But guess what? The prosecutors don't care about none of that. At the end of the day, the judge don't care about none of that. He's still going to have to serve his time, whether it be the death penalty, whether it be life in prison, whether it be 50 years in prison and stuff like that. And the people in the jail cells or the prison cells, they're not going to care about that because people in prison, they don't like sexual predators, pedophiles and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure they don't like people like him. You understand? They go shoot up a place where kids are at. You understand? So he got to deal with the consequences at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how much scripture he read from Genesis to Revelation. That's cool. That's fine to get his life right. That's fine. But unless this guy's in protective custody the rest of his life in prison, he can't go into population. You understand? He for his safety, because he don't know if those people he shot up don't have family and friends that are in the prison system. So for his safety, because I don't care about his safety at the end of the day. I really don't. You understand? Because that was a coward move. You know what I'm saying? So for his safety purposes, he probably would go into protective custody to be away from all that. He can't even probably be housed or room with somebody else. You know what I mean? He would have to go into PC, be on lockdown 23 hours of the day, receive his food, do a little crack in the peep in the door and whatnot, come out for rec for about 1 hour, and that's it. That's the way his life is most likely going to be ran. You know what I mean? That's if he don't plead insanity and go into a nut house for about 5 to 10 years and be let out. You understand? But we'll see what happens as the updates come out. All right. Jacqueline says they may have but real judgment day is coming. They will have an account for everything when they stand before the Most High, Lord Jesus Christ Almighty. Absolutely. Tyrone, what up? What up, in Coco? What up? What up? What up? Tyrone Christian says, I was bullied and I got thoughts like that. Wow. Wow. I mean, at least you're being honest. At least you being honest that, you know what I mean, you had thoughts like that. You said the difference is that my folks taught me about consequences early, told me that if I go to jail, don't call them to bail me out. Tough love. I agree. I'm the same way. Listen, if my kids do something, you know what I mean? Listen, I ain't bailing you out. Don't call me. Call your mama. Call your call your nana. Cause your daddy Tony Harvin Tony Harvin ain't bailing you out. You understand? I'm not. Now, if it's self-defense, you know what I'm saying? And I believe you, then okay. All right. We'll see what we could do. But if you did something like that, I don't want no parts of you. I forgive you. You're an adult now. You're 18, you're 19 years of age, but that responsibility is on you. I ain't paying for no lawyer. I ain't coming to no court dates, nothing like that. You understand that? So if you profess Christ and you ask for forgiveness and seek forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? Me as a person striving for God, it'd be so hard to come up to. You understand? Because we have to follow the scriptures as for striving for Christ and stuff like that. But if the person don't do something like that, then guess what? Nah, you could rot in there. You 18, 19 years of age, you are considered an adult at that time. Yes, you could be forgiven and love you from a distance, but guess what? You have to deal with that. I don't want nothing to do with that. So I definitely agree with your parents about that. As far as like being bullied and whatnot and things like that, I remember bullying a kid, I would say maybe the third grade. He was on the flip side and things like that. And one day we was walking home, or he was walking in the direction of my home and whatnot, because we lived on the same block. And I remember, picking on him and pushing him down. As a kid, you don't know that you can do that to somebody's mentals at the end of the day. I didn't know in the third grade that can do something to somebody and affect them at the end of the day, and you know what I mean, and things like that. But after that, I don't think I picked on anybody. Well, I did. I did after that, the fourth grade. I picked on this cat named what is it, fourth or fifth grade? His name was Jamal Glover. Jamal Glover out of Jersey City. You understand that? Picked on him, and we had a fight in the cafeteria. And I did my thing, but that's nothing to brag about. And I hope and I shouldn't have done nothing like that and things like that. I shouldn't have picked on the gay kid, and I shouldn't have picked on the other kid in fourth grade and had a fight. I got suspended for about 3 days out there in PS15 school in Jersey City, New Jersey. And I think, did I pick on anybody else? I don't think so. I don't remember, to my knowledge, but I didn't think as a kid that could affect somebody. You don't think that way. But in high school, I didn't pick on anybody. You understand that? I didn't do that. I was just a cool kid and stuff like that, and shunned away from that type of stuff and things of that nature. But as far as like people being bullied, it seemed to be more enhanced in these days. When kids get bullied, a lot of them kill themselves. Even when I was in high school, right, a freshman year, I remember the kid named Ruben. Me and Ruben was cool. You know what I'm saying? Freshman year, he was cool. We had a lot of interest and stuff like that. But Ruben was being abused at home by his father. He was being bullied at home. Now, this is a 13, 14-year-old kid. You know what I mean? He came to school happy and things like that in good spirits. Even at that age, you wouldn't think nothing was wrong with Ruben at the end of the day. Full of smiles, full of laughter and whatnot. But as having conversation with him and stuff like that, he'd tell you that his father would beat him and abuse him. And one day I came to school and whatnot, and they announced it over the airwaves that this kid, he passed away from suicide. So Ruben committed suicide because of his father kept abusing him, kept bullying him at home. Listen, it's okay to discipline your kids, but as far as like abusing them, that's still a form of bullying at the end of the day. So I do understand where you're coming from, Mr. Tyrone. You know what I mean? That your folks taught you about your consequences early. I definitely agree with that for sure. What up, Linda Green? What up? What up? Jacqueline says hell is real. Craig, you stated that I don't know the state your mind or body has to go through to do that. Has to be evil spirits or the devil in him. Absolutely. You understand? I can explain a situation. When I was young, I was about 15 or 16 years of age, and this is before I started working at McDonald's, right, in Jersey City on Grand Street. So there was this situation that happened at this local store, and I got upset at the cashier or something like that. So wicked thoughts can come to your mind. You understand that? But I'm thankful to have a grandmother who brought me to church at a very young age. You understand? A very young age and things like that, not to proceed to doing what I was thinking back then, because it would have been something heinous at the end of the day. You understand? All right. What up, Jen Juice? What up? Georgina Fleming says everyone who attended most likely will regret going to this prom party. That's for sure. What up, Sister Davis? What up? Craig G. Sell says, I remember fighting kids and winning, then looking back and thinking I beat myself up for doing something like that, but realize a lot stems from the home life. Simply behold, aka Craig G. Sell. All right. Otis, what up, Otis? He says, greetings. I don't play with none of my kids. I've always been in their lives, and I thank God. Absolutely. Sister Davis says, so sad for young people to have to face bullying, especially from your parents. Yes. Bullying don't always go on at school or on a playground outside with the other kids. It could be from family members. You understand? It could be from parents. You know what I mean? Abusing their kids. Now, I don't know if you all seen the Jackson 5 documentary. You understand that? I don't know if you all seen that. But in that situation, I think Joe Jackson was a little abusive. If that was the case, if that was reality, I wouldn't beat my kids to that extent. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. But of course, discipline is necessary when the time comes. All right. What up, Simple Faith? Christopher. All right. Jinju says my paranoia. Jinjuice. Excuse me. He says my paranoia tells me to avoid large crowds because that's where situations like this are likely to happen. I prefer alone time with the powerful guy upstairs. Got you. For sure. You know what I mean? So we're going to go further we're going to try to see if we can find more stories more articles about this, So parents, in general, like I stated, I don't do the prom thing. I don't do that. I ain't going to sit here and spend almost $1,000 just for one night at the end of the day. You know what I could do with that money? You know what I'm saying? You know what I could do with the money that people are spending on a prom at the end of the day? It's a sad thing. Now you're going through a situation of losing your kids just because you wanted your kids to be seen or feel special to go to a prom, like it means something. What does a prom do? What is the whole value of going to the prom? I never understood that. Me personally, even I wasn't even in the church. You know what I'm saying? And I was not really too much interested in the prom. You know what I'm saying? I could have done something more valuable with that money. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't even allow my money to spend that, my mother to spend that money on a tuxedo. Listen, buy me a Xbox or something. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Buy me some DJ equipment with that money. Don't say spending on tuxedo for one night. That would have been me at that time. All right. So we're gonna go into the story right here. All right. So they got the articles up and whatnot and things like that. So we're gonna go into this. Let's see if we go to this article right here and see if they got more detail and information about this shooting and whatnot. You know, well, this is another one. So this is another one. This is another story. So this happened in South Carolina. So here it is, another story on a prom shooting at that. I didn't even know about this one. I knew about the one in Mississippi, but this is another one, another shooting that happened at a prom. It said, according to deputies, this happened in Spartanburg, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It said, according to authorities out there, a 15-year-old teen was struck and has non-life-threatening injuries at this time. Deputies also mentioned that the 15-year-old teen is not cooperating with the investigation during the time. So a 15-year-old was also shot, but they lived in this situation, but they don't want to talk to the police. So somebody speaking on here says 1 o'clock. I'm not kidding. It sounded like someone was banging on my window, said a neighbor. That's how close the shots were. And I called my husband's name and said, what was that? He said, I don't know. We both jumped up out of bed. And here we are. My whole family got woken up 1 o'clock in the morning based upon a shooting. They didn't give too much details. And this is another after prom party that happened in Spartanburg, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? After prom parties. After prom. Which is crazy. Elias says, he says, I'm glad I never attended my prom in my high school year. Understandable. Definitely understandable. Basically, all they do is wicked. What up, 10-2K? What up? Hope all is well. All right. You said you saw the Jackson 5. Joe Jackson was obsessed with having famous rich kids, using them as his meal ticket and way out, sacrificing their childhood because of his dreams. Wow. I'm good at 10-2K. I'm good. You also stated that I went to my prom, but proms back then were so much different and safer back then as opposed to today. These children have hidden agendas, plans to get back at people, innocent bystanders, and suffering. Wow. I mean, I could say that although I never been to a prom, for me, experiencing and seeing people going to proms, it was much different. Now this I would hope keep people away from going to the prom and partying and whatnot. What parent would allow a 15-year-old to party 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning? How do you feel comfortable as a parent to allow that? How do people feel comfortable to allow that, to have their kids out there 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning partying, shaking their tail feather, trying to get some cutty? Let's keep it clear, because that's what they're trying to do, especially young teenagers, guys. They're trying to get some cutty. You understand? It's facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, they ain't going to the prom. Okay, I just want to dress up nice and dance. No. Let's keep it real. As a teenager, you know what I mean? You're hot in the pants. She's hot in the pants. He's hot in the pants. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They're looking to get some cutty. You know what I mean? So that's why, no, ain't gonna happen. No, not on my watch, for sure. Audrey, You said thank for all you do. Tony, love your channel. Appreciate that. Appreciate y'all for coming on this YouTube live and those who catch it on the replay. You know, a lot of people catch it more so on the replay. Shout out to them. You know, for those who ain't watching now, who catch it on the replay, I got to shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to those who are subscribing to my other YouTube channels, Tony Harvin TV and Tony Harvin Network. It's doing good for sure. Appreciate everybody for supporting once again. All right. I mean, from experience, Elias, I don't know. I didn't go to prom. I don't know if you was in here when I mentioned that I got in trouble in high school in my junior year. I got kicked out for a couple of months. I was banned from going to the prom, and I just focused in my senior year when they gave me another opportunity to go back to finish up and to get right. All right, so I didn't go to the prom. Okay. Mr. Christopher Wright, any debates coming up soon? Probably Wednesday. Setting something up for Wednesday. If you like, you know, if you want to be the moderator, just let me know. So probably Wednesday. I kind of gave that a little break because listen, I'm not abiding by what people are looking for. At the end of the day, it's more things to be talked about on here and stuff like that. So I put a lot of stuff on hold to put the debates out. Now I put the debates out. I put the debates on hold, and I'm putting more things out. You know what I'm saying? So probably Wednesday. You understand? They said 7 p.m. I believe it's on free will or predestination that they want to be discussing. All right. So you says got church that day. Well, have fun. Have fun. Fitzgerald says, I think the reason why people love proms is because it's considered a highly regarded event in a high schooler's life. School promote proms like crazy these days, which encourages students. Well, like I said, I mean, you could be right. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I always thought like that. Like, you know what? Why should I allow, if I decide to go to the prom, why should I allow my mother to spend $700-800 on a tuxedo, on a limousine and stuff like that, and a camera to take pictures of me just for one day? You know what I mean? Me personally, even as a young kid, I never understood that. You know, I could have used that money, give me some Jordans, you understand? Give me a Coogee sweater or something or whatever, and things like that, or some equipment. You know, that was just me as a 16-year-old, as a 15-year-old back then. You know what I mean? So for me, I didn't really care too much about the prom in general, for sure. But I give you credit on that one, for sure. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, they consider that as a highly regarded event in their life. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get what's the whole point. Me personally, I never understood it. All right. Mr. Simple Faith. You funny. You funny. All right, Flemings. You stated that those victims were celebrating a transition, not knowing it was their last celebration. That's a deep one right there. Those victims were celebrating a transition, not knowing it was their last celebration. Wow. Fitzgerald, you says, I'm with you, Tony. I don't get proms either. Absolutely. Listen, if any of my children, if they're listening, because I know they watch this sometimes, don't even think about asking me to go to the prom. You understand? You know, because I ain't paying for nothing. I ain't putting a $1,000 dent in my pocket at all just for one night. I'm not doing that at all. So don't even ask me. Don't even bother asking me considering the prom in general. No way. You understand? No. All right. All right. Y'all talking about a debate in here for sure. So this was another story that I didn't even know about. There was another shooting out there in Spartanburg, South Carolina, which is like, what is it, probably down the road from me, and things like that. This is another shooting right here. This is another prom shooting. Another prom shooting. So this is 3. 3 prom shootings. All these prom shootings going on, or after prom shootings going on. You understand? This is the third one. This is the third story I came across thus far. All right, they said a man charged in connection with a shooting that injured 3 people at a post-prom party back in 2022 has been arrested in Davenport. Jerron Rodan, 20 years of age, is charged with intimidation with a dangerous weapon for his alleged role in a shooting at a party at the Roosevelt's prom on May 8th. So this happened last year, but they just now caught the fella not too long ago this year. This happened in Iowa. Wow. All these shootings going on. School shootings, shootings at the workplace. You know, you just never know when a shooting is going to happen. It could be anywhere. It could be at a church. It could be at your job. Listen, you could be walking to the store. You could be changing your tire. You understand? You just don't know what can take place. Expect the unexpected. Always expect the unexpected. Of course, stay in prayers and things like that. I definitely agree with that for sure. Definitely stay in prayers and what have you. You know, Sister David says, you said, don't even ask me. A lot of things you can do with $1,000. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, put it in the bank. Let it get some interest. You know, it might be a cent. It might be 2 cents, but it's something, you know. I want to gain value off of what I got in general. Buying a tuxedo, you ain't gonna get no value. You buy a tuxedo for $500 or whatever, and then you try to resell it later on. Somebody's gonna buy it for about $50, $100. It loses value. Materialistic things, like that, loses value. Artwork and stuff like that, it may gain value. Antiques and stuff like that, it may gain value over time. You never know. You understand that? But stuff like a tuxedo and you know what I'm saying, some crusty shoes and whatnot that has no value, nah. No way, not at all. You understand? All right. Craig says, yeah, the money people spend on things without thinking is boggling for everybody. Absolutely. He says again, Tony, you're supposed to be saying farewell to your classmates and teachers, not goodbye to life and hello to death. Wow, you really hitting it on the nail tonight, Flemings. Again, Tony, you're supposed to be saying farewell to your classmates and teachers, not goodbye to life and hello to death. Wow. Boy, this is really getting out of hand. Seeing this, I would definitely change my mind about going to the prom. If I heard all of these shootings, I'd be scared. Absolutely. Simple Fish says, let me get that $1,000, Tony. Oh man, you funny. You know, you absolutely listen. You sound like a thief that used to be on the biblical discussions. Eh? You sound like one of those thieves, if you know who I'm talking about. All right. Sister David says, smart spender. Make your money. Save that $1,000 for your wedding tux. Listen, I don't even know about that. Listen, why can't I wear something regular like this to a wedding? You know, let's just go to a courthouse, right? I could spend $75 to get the license in real regular clothes, and we could save a whole lot of money for the honeymoon. You understand? It's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we still exchanging vows, right? You understand? we still exchanging vows at the end of the day, you know. Jen Ju says, I know that thief. What happened? He probably low riding right now. He probably is. At the end of the day, he probably is. He's probably gonna make a video and stuff like that. And I don't watch these clowns. I really don't. People send me links about these clowns. I don't waste no time on them. You know what I'm saying? I'd be too busy on 3 channels and whatnot and things like that, trying to empower the people, trying to encourage the people, and try to make people aware of certain situations. I don't pay these people no mind. I might throw a jab at them and stuff like that, like that comment, but they probably watching. There's a lot of them low riders. They think I can't see who's tuning in. They think I can't see who's subscribed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I have access to that at the end of the day. So I know there's a bunch of them that's low riding or catching the replay in general. And guess what? They would watch this whole live. It's sad that a troll will watch the whole live. You know what I'm saying? From first word to the last word at the end of the day. That's crazy. Right? He says, you have to splurge on your wedding and honeymoon. Women want it special. Listen. I understand all that, but listen, how about save the money for a house or something like an investment and things like that? You know, listen, that's just me at the end of the day. All right. All right. Rosie Kelly says the prom, I would say, after going through years of high school on your way out, the last social gathering with your classmates is what it was meant to be. To me, you're right. You're right. Shooting does happens for sure. You know, you just never know. Like I said, at the end of the day, it seemed to get more enhanced. I never heard of a prom shooting when I was coming up. I never heard that stuff is unheard of. A prom, after prom party or whatnot. You understand? As they would state that prom was fun back then. It was fun. You know what I mean? In some cases, it was innocent. Sometimes parents would chaperone the kids at proms way back in the day. Not in these days. You understand? On my Facebook timeline and whatnot, you got these parents taking pictures. Their daughters is half naked. I gotta hide the posts and stuff like that. I gotta restrict posts like this, not to be shown in my news feed and things like that. I don't want to see that. And then you got the audacity to have the little boy with his arm wrapped around your daughter while she's half naked. Are you crazy? You understand? Are you crazy? You listen, that boy would get a 2-piece and a biscuit. You understand? In a judo takedown, right? And a sharpshooter, like Bret Hart. You understand? Listen, you ain't putting your arm around my daughter. Well, my daughter's at the end of the day. That ain't happening. You understand? No way. You know? All right. He says it's neither abnormal nor uncommon not to go to a prom. Craig says, why do I feel like a lot of that prom stuff is vanity? Just very vain and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Yeah. To me, like I said, even as a kid, I didn't think nothing of it. You know, I didn't think I would get any value out of going to the prom. I didn't need to dress nice just for one night. I didn't care too much about high school. I just wanted to get up out of there. Listen, let me go there, graduate, and what have you. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of thought about going to the Marines when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? That's all I really thought about. You know, passing high school and going to the Marines. That's it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. All right. He said, or a rocket launcher. Wow. All right. Fitzgerald says the thing is during the 2010 eras, the prom topic was pushed out heavily in Disney movies and stuff. So when the kids get older around this time, it makes them want to have a movie type of prom. Yeah, they could want to have a movie type of prom, but it's going to put a dent in in their parents' pockets, unless that child has a job and stuff like that. You know what I mean? To help the parents out to go to the prom, because this stuff is expensive in these days. You know, suits, tuxedos. Then they want special shoes, jewelry. You know, professional photographer. Recording, a stretch limo. They want all this nice stuff. What they see on TV, like you mentioned, or even what the celebrities are doing at the end of the day. All right. Sister David says, back in the day, proms were more safe. Some of the prom dresses are ridiculous. I don't know what some parent would let their daughter go out half naked. I agree. I agree. Listen, what father would, if the father is there? All the fathers out there. If you allow your daughter to go to the prom, what make you allow your daughter, your baby girl, to go to the prom? Because she pouting and whining that she want to go to the prom and you want to make her feel good? No, I don't care. I'm not here to make a child feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to teach them the righteous way and tough love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you'll be all right. You'll be upset for a little while. You'll get over it at the end of the day. But do I care about a child's feelings if they pout about going to the prom? No, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to prom, listen. If you're 18, listen, get out, get in your own place, get your own job, whatever. If you got the necessary means that you can do all that, go ahead. Just not under my roof. No way. So if a child is 18 at the endings of graduating and their senior prom comes up, and if you out the door on your own, got your own place, your own job and stuff like that, then hey, do you. But if you under my roof, I don't care if you 25 years of age and you want to go to a dance room ball or something like that. You want to go to the clubs, not under my roof. You understand? That goes to, I don't care how old my children are. Some people go through hard times in life where as though they need to live with the parents or whatever. All right, cool, or in college. But as long as you're under my roof, I don't care what age you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going to respect my house, my rules, the way I lay them down. If you don't like it, there's the door. Get out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to get out the easy way, or you going to get out the hard way. You understand? You're going to get out the hard way. You know what I'm saying? And 10 times out of 10, that might be on a stretcher. You understand? Because you're going to respect my house as a parent at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So to all those parents out there who you allow your daughter, she half naked, and you allow, and this is just basic common sense. I thought like this even as a kid. You understand? Why would they allow their daughters? I'm thinking as a kid, when I was 17, I said, listen, only thing is they thinking about one thing, is getting some cutty. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all 10 times out of 10 the young boys are thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest. Although I didn't go, I heard stories and things like that, you know what I'm saying, of associates and friends going to the prom and whatnot. That's all they think about for the end of the night. I can't wait till the end of the night. I hope she can stay out long. I hope he can stay out long. You understand? All right. What up, Christoph? What up, Devon? What up, what up, what up, what up? He says body bagged everybody. You funny, man. You funny. Hey, Craig, you funny, man. You was funny. For sure. All right. That was funny. You said Geno Jennings had some great sermons this weekend. Absolutely. You said if they want, they better be able to pay for that dress, limo, and pitches. Absolutely. All right. So we covered this story and whatnot about this so-called this crazy person, the shooter, 19 years of age, who just threw his life away, shooting up, a couple of kids and killed 2 and injured 4. He just threw his whole life away. Whole life away. You understand? Hey, it is what it is. He got to suffer the consequences at the end of the day. He got to do his prison time. Most likely they're going to convict him and, throw some numbers at him. That's if he don't plead insanity and all that other stuff that people do to try to get off and things like that. You funny. Elias. So we're going to sign off. I thank everybody for tuning in to this live. Shout out to those who's going to catch this live on a replay for sure. Wednesday, we might lean in towards having a biblical discussion here. Maybe it's going to be on my second YouTube channel. Maybe. So if I have a biblical discussion on Wednesday or any other day, it might be on my secondary YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Network. But when it happens on my second channel, I still will be live on here to direct the people to go to that secondary YouTube channel, just in case. I'm gonna have the same titles, but I'm gonna be directing the people to go over to that second YouTube channel to view the biblical discussion. So I hope everybody have a wonderful night, and be on the lookout for more videos. He says I missed the biblical discussion and debates. I mean, I think it's only been like 2 weeks, probably. That's it. It only been about 2 weeks since we had a biblical discussion, probably. That's it. It seems like it's been a long time, but I think it only has been about 2 weeks. That's it. I'm still putting out the throwbacks that some people may not have listened to before, because there's a lot of throwbacks that people haven't listened to when we first started out over the phone with the audios and whatnot. So I thank everybody for tuning in once again. If you are a new listener to this YouTube channel, or if you happen to catch this on the replay and you are a new listener, do remember, if you like, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell to this YouTube channel, and view my other YouTube channels if you're interested in the truth of God. Tony Harvin TV. There's nothing but the truth of God on that YouTube channel. Tony Harvin TV, Tony Harvin on dailymotion.com and rumble.com, and Facebook, the groups and whatnot, the two main groups. Our Father which art in heaven, over 28,000 followers on there. The Truth of God is blasting on that one. And another group on Facebook. What is that? Holiness, Truth of God, and Scriptures. That group is over like 33,000 followers that we got also. So on Facebook, check that out if you're interested in the truth of God. But be on the lookout for more videos coming on this YouTube channel. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm signing off. I thank you all for tuning in. May you all have a wonderful night. Appreciate everybody who came on. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember, if you'd like to subscribe to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right here and select all to receive all notifications upon the videos that come out on this channel. Also, my backup channel is Tony Harvin Network if you'd like to do the same.